Alright, hope everybody's doing well. Happy Wednesday. so, I didn't expect to find this game get recommended to me. I don't know what it's about. But the other night, it was recommended to me, and I thought it had one of the strangest titles I've ever heard of. It's exactly what it is on the title. It's called Milk Inside a Bag of Milk Inside a Bag of Milk. I feel like if you could just come up with a creative title or one of the most outrageous things. What's the longest word in the US dictionary? What was it, like superfralidocious or something like that? I feel like if you just come up with like one of the wackiest names for a game, you'd garner a ton of attention. But yeah, I don't know what the game's about, but it seemed interesting to me from the looks of the title. And yeah, that's what we're gonna be trying to play today. Hey, legalized nuclear bombs. Hope you're having a great Wednesday. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this game, but it's really interesting. Just off of the name alone. But like I said, I absolutely know nothing besides maybe the fact that the game is really short. It's only about 15 or like 20 minutes. The only difference is, compared to other short games, is that there's multiple endings that you can unlock, supposedly, that change the outcome. And what surprised me on Steam is that it's like very positive, which is really interesting because it only costs like $1.50. Another thing that I discovered is that this game also has a sequel. It's called what was it? It's not Inside a Bag of Milk. It's Milk Outside a Bag of Milk Outside of a Bag of Milk. So, but that one costs a little bit more, so it's a bit pricey. But yeah, there's a sequel to this game, which I think has improved the graphics quite a bit, especially on the indie side. I'd make a game about anti-establishmentarianism. It would have to be something truly wacky, though. Something like out of the ordinary, something unexpected. Sort of like you know how you don't put like a bag, you don't put milk inside a bag of milk or like a bag of plastic. It's sort of like that. It's like in the same way of how do I put this? Like usually, when you want to put milk in like somewhere to contain it, you want to put it in like a cup. That's the argument I'm trying to make for it. Hey, Twisted Tyler. A game about sesame seeds and Crohn's disease. I want an open world anime game like the Marvel ones. The Marvel ones? I wonder when's the last time Marvel made like a really good movie. Or was that DC? I forget. I always confuse like the Marvel universe with like the DC Comics universe. Cuz they're just like the superheroes. They seem like they go well with each other. You know, one thing I watched like a short on YouTube, and it reminded me of like back when I was a kid. So I watched this like brain rot short that was like I don't know how people generate like AI videos nowadays, but there's like some things that they said that people don't do nowadays. So like one of them is like and I don't know if like kids still do this. So one of the things that the short said is that whenever kids are issued textbooks, whether it be in middle school or like high school, you guys don't write your names in them anymore. Or one other thing that people don't do nowadays is like they wrap up their textbooks, but way back when I was a kid, I used to write down my name in like the front, not the front cover, but inside the flap of the textbook. And then I get to see like every other person that has like wrote their name in the textbook by years. And I feel like they wouldn't get rid of that type of tradition, would they? I'm trying to figure this game out. You're about to play. I'll stick around. Oh, okay. Sure. I'm kind of curious about the game myself. It's really short. Milk in a bag is a real thing in Canada. Really? I didn't know that was a thing. I just saw, like, I looked it up on Google, like, bag milk. That, like, I got it for the thumbnail. And, like, I just saw a Reddit post about people who bag up their milk. And I got the thumbnail for that. And I just put the bag milk, I copied it, and then I just put, like, another, like, bagged milk inside it. Old man tradition now. Really? People don't do that nowadays? You guys don't write your names inside textbooks? I feel like the reason why I did that is not because I wanted to be like labeled as like belonging part, like having like some sort of legacy in the textbook or anything, like a mini legacy. I just did it so that people wouldn't steal it and then go, that's my textbook. Like, what are you doing with it? So I'd be able to identify it right away. But like another thing that I saw though, like was with like wrapping up your textbooks, like with the cardboard sheets. And I don't know if people still do that. Cause I used to wrap it up in like not like vinyl wrap, but like Christmas wrappings, you know, the ones you wrap up with for your Christmas presents. Like for me, I just use like plain white sheets of paper. I don't know what you call them, but I'm kind of surprised that like watching the short people don't do those things anymore. I'm sure there's like a lot more things that people don't do. Like, do people, like, do kids still have like textbooks, or is like everything on like the do you guys just like read stuff on like the internet? Do you bring like a laptop or like a tablet to class or something? Because I feel like that'd be such a big hit to the textbook industry. One thing I never understood with college and high school is that you had to like keep buying textbooks, and these types of companies would have to keep making textbooks year after year. But the only difference was that maybe a couple math problems changed, or like a couple bits of wordings or like passages changed, and you had to pay like $200 for it. I really hope that that we haven't. At the same time, it is useful to have like laptops and electronics in class. I just feel like maybe I'm a bit too old school for that. The old vacuum cleaners inventions. I miss Lego Dimensions and Disney Infinity. I never got to play them. That reminds me, I also watched like another short, and I know I'm like not ranting. I'm like yapping a lot about this stuff, but I think it's like really interesting. So I watched like this comparison video of like the 1950s Cinderella, like the animation of it, and they compared it to like the remaster of last year, of like 2023 versus like 1950. And it's amazing to me that some of the animation quality they had back then, it really didn't look like it needed remaster at all. I mean, they upscaled it in like the resolution, but besides that, it looked like near identical. Except for the fact that the remaster was like just a little bit brighter. That's all it was. That was just like so funny to me. I forget, they're also coming up with like a new Disney movie. What was it? It was about like Snow White. I think. And surprisingly, nobody. To me, I think it's surprising that nobody likes remastered nowadays, because that's like a. That seems like a common word. Like nowadays, people, as far as like the industry goes, or like the game industry or movie industry, they're. I feel like they're lacking in a lot of ideas, so they're just like remastering a lot of old movies that people liked, but don't really necessarily need one. Which it's like insane to me, because besides like just the idea of remastering something, it's like you could just create a sequel to it. Some things maybe people like that needs a sequel, but they don't do that because it's like a risk type of thing. Oh, hey Virgo Farah. Sorry I forgot to mention that, but hope you're doing well. Yeah, also thank you for recommending me the game. I'm not really sure what it's about, but we're gonna get into it. after I read these last few chat messages. In 1968, I was in first grade. My textbook had names from World War II, and we did wrap them in Old Brown. See, I used to do that too in school, up until like college, where I realized that in college, I didn't really, like, I only, how to put this, like, I didn't have like back-to-back classes necessarily. Like when I had classes, they were like spaced maybe like 30 minutes or like an hour apart. So for like the books that I have, I just put them in like the car. So I didn't necessarily have to worry about them getting damaged. But in middle school, or like even in high school, I had a locker that I'd put stuff in. And like, for the life of me, I never quite understood why we needed to wrap them. Because if we didn't wrap them, the teachers would say, why didn't you do that? And then they send you to detention for it. English 12 class utilized textbook and media databases like a library. Like a library. Snow White movie is now on hold. Okay, well, at least they're... I hope they make it good if they're ever gonna put it out. I can't imagine they will, though, considering like the backlash. Colleges use their own databases right now, and this date they innovate them online, but students require internet connection. Oh! I see, okay. For me, in college, I used to buy like old used textbooks, but what I avoided the most was having a professor that required you to buy a textbook, especially one that they themselves highly recommend, or they sort of push it onto you. I had this like one math professor. I forget her name, but she taught like some sort of advanced algebra in college, and I had to like learn my get my general education requirements. So she was like a mini celebrity, and I think I told this story before, but every time she would come into class, she would come in very late, and she would try to sell us her book on like living life or something, or like live life to the fullest, some generic stuff. And it happened every single class period, and even when we had to take our quiz or like our test, she'd promote like whatever she had, like all the time. To this day, I still don't like, even though like for the amount of time that she did keep promoting that sort of thing, I never quite got her name or like what she exactly promoted, because I never really paid that much attention. Okay, let me move on to the game. I've been yapping a lot. Ironically, this is the amount of time that I've spent that I could spend on the game and finish it already. Isn't that amazing? Okay. Oh, does this game not have any sound? So, the game looks a little funky. It looks like in the style of like Hong Kong 97. It's it's very primitive in many ways. At first glance, there's English improved, and then there's English for the old people, I think. Let me turn on my music. Here's some pleasant piano music, guys. Should do. Okay. I'm just gonna go with like English improved because maybe it has like a better meaning of some kind. Maybe it has like some sort of philosophical meaning. Oh, now it has music. Now. Hello. There we go. Alright, so I guess the premise is help me buy milk. Yeah, that's the name of the game. We gotta help me buy milk. Hold on, the chat's blocking the way. I always like can't help but feel like whenever like we get to these sorts of games where it's like really silent, I can't help but feel like it might be awkward for you guys, because with the music it really helps a lot, where it isn't just like silent and I have to like talk all the time. Hey Flame Bro, how are you doing? Happy Wednesday. So write down my name. I'm Froggies. I walked down the road to the store and rehearsed my speech. It's been so long since I've been out of the house that I completely forgot what words to say when entering a store. I'm going to the store. This kind of reminds me a lot of like the text-based adventure games that for some people they might have played on like the old DOS machines. This is what I would say. Aren't you supposed to help me? I take a deep breath of air. Hello, can I? Crap, I forgot. 19th attempt and I'm failing again. I bite my lip in frustration. So once again, hello, can I get? Wow, that's a whole word. More. More. Thank you, I'm trying my best. I think this time, sound was longer than usual. Do you think that's it? Knows. Hello? Can I? I wish I hadn't said anything. Okay. By the way, you've been walking with your left foot on the pavement and your right foot on the grass for a full minute now. What? My right foot is frozen in the air. How? You know, I take it back. This is much less of like the DOS game and more like you know how people do like Dungeons and Dragons where they have like the dungeon master that says like all the stuff that happens and then you gotta roll like the dice. It kind of reminds me of that. 50 steps on the pavement and 51 in the grass. You have to undo the previous step. Yeah. How do you imagine that? It's not the first time this has happened. This is kind of like an acid trip now. You've been taught the right way, haven't you? Come on. I don't remember. I'm ready to burst into tears. Here we go again. So, step 1. Take a step back to get your foot exactly in your own footprint. Remember guys, this is what we have to do to buy a bag of milk. So, I guess this takes place in Canada. Wait a minute, what do you mean with step 1? What then? But it's already the 50 seconds. Or wait, I'm going backwards, so it's the 50th? It doesn't add up. Okay. Step 50. Take a step back to get your foot exactly in your own footprint. Can you rephrase it just a little bit? You can't just repeat a phrase without changing at least one word. People don't like that. You're hopeless. You make it sound like it's my fault. The store closes in an hour or so. You will be very, very guilty if you don't buy milk. Damn, really? Man, this is such a really weird scenario that for some reason we have to really want to buy the milk. Well, are you ready? Hell yes. I carefully move my foot backward, looking carefully into the dense grass. Damn, that's the grass? That's some trippy grass. As I enter the store, I turn to the first person I see. Can you guys see anything? It's like a Rorschach ink blot test. Hello, can I? Oh. Excuse me, what? Is the music a tad bit too loud? Let me turn it down a little bit. Here. Oh! Excuse me, what? Oh. Excuse me, what? Oh. Excuse me, what? Oh. Excuse me, what? Oh. You shouldn't have done that. He's obviously not going to change his lines. You run the risk of ending up in an endless loop. Excuse me, what? Oh. Excuse me, what? Oh. Excuse me, what? No. Excuse me, what? Oh. Excuse me, what? Oh. What? Oh. What is he trying to tell you? He's trying to scare me, but how does he know that I'm terrified by the letter O? What's so scary about it? I guess what I don't understand is how do you get like multiple endings? I feel like you only have like one choice. I have a frightening image when I picture it in my head. I can show you, explaining won't be enough, but keep... Oh, what the fuck is this? Okay, Oh, wait, what? Something like that. So I'll just continue to ignore his question. But what? Oh. What? Oh. What? What? Oh. I gather all my will into a fist. Oh? Oh. My interlocutor shook and crawled away. What does interlocutor mean? That's the first time I've heard that word. You just repeated after him. And it worked! Do it more often. Wait, I said he crawled away. Did he really crawl away? I mean, I didn't even look in his direction. When did you exactly say that? Just now. Personally, I didn't hear it. You're just trying to distract me. But I know that my words were shown on the screen. This is such a weird mind trip. I don't even know what that thing was. I don't think anybody knew what that was. I'm standing by the shelves. On the rack there are bags of milk. Holy shit, we made it to the end of the game, guys. We got to the bags of milk. Can you guys see any of the bags of milk? I don't know. They're very... They look expired. They're very pink. We both stand and the milk lies. Or maybe... Hey, slow down. Do you even remember why you're here? To buy milk. So buy it. Right here? What do you expect me to say? I guess something like not here? Since when do you really have to like tell somebody to go do something? This is kind of like... You guys ever hear like the people who say like step 1 and then they teach you a tutorial and then by the end of it you don't understand a single thing? And then people say or comment like I missed this step and I got my dick stuck in the mailbox or something. I feel like you have to like talk to... This is like the feeling right now. Because I feel like if you don't know how to buy milk, you're gonna have a tough time in life. It feels like it's such a simple... Like it's like such a simple step, right? Take the bag and go to the cash register. I guess the first sentence. Pixelated milk? Yeah, pixelated milk. Full of, digital waste. And you, as if out of spite, didn't pause before the second one. You want me to rob me of my little victories? I sigh and reach out to take the milk, or rather the bag with the milk inside. Or rather, a bag of milk inside a bag. Or rather, a bag of milk inside a bag of milk. Or rather, a bag of milk inside a bag of... inside a bag. Or rather, a bag of milk inside a bag of milk inside. Just grab the damn milk, lady. Just grab the milk. I remember what these games are called. Visual novels. Oh, so that's what this game is. It's a visual novel. And by the way, the numbers are written there in full with numbers. Are visual novels worse than books? But the authors are not lazy, so don't get lazy either. Wait, I thought your thoughts were visible on the screen. Not anymore, so watch your mouth. Hee hee. Anyways, you heard me. Hurry up, or you'll get it at home again. I'm on my way. Oh my god, we made it to the cash register. Hello, can I get some milk, please? Oh, that's some weird reptilian-looking creature. You have it. Ah. Give. I put a weighty bag on the register, of course. Not just the bag, but the milk, too. Hi, can I have it, please? No. Please? No. But please, Mom will throw me out of the window if I get back without milk. I think at that point you should call like social services. No. Why don't we just repeat no back to him? Give more. But I don't have anything else. Hey. Oh, this is kind of rude. You say they hate you and you're pathetic. I think if you really want something, you should like sugarcoat them. But just pay for the milk, I guess. I take a crumpled bill out of my pocket and hand it to the cashier. You know, I can't help but think that maybe like this is like two people that got stoned. Maybe they smoked like some crack or I don't know, some sort of marijuana of some kind. So now they're on like a spiritual journey trying to buy a bag of milk to satiate their thirst. I feel like that's like the whole point of this game. And you're experiencing what's going on the screen. It took about 2 days before he nodded contentedly and put it on the cash register. Thank you, goodbye. I walked down a familiar street past the gas station. A bag of milk unpleasantly tugs at my hand, reminded me of the days when I was in physical therapy. Alright. By the way, they gave me a bag of milk. They gave me a bag at the checkout. So now I'm carrying a bag of milk in another bag. Don't think anything of it. I just love the pyramidal structure of verbal constructions. The gas station is getting closer. How are you feeling? Thank you for your interest. I feel like a mile-long bar of ice cream. Who says that? Usually, I've never heard anybody say like certain turns of phrases in life. In like real life, I mean, whenever people say I'm hungry as a horse, nobody ever says that. Nobody that I know, even close to me or remotely, like even out in the street, would say that. Never heard like long as an ice cream bar before either. What is that supposed to mean? As if I tell you. But I'm not really interested. I'm sharing with you and you. I feel movement under my feet, asphalt grains, petrol stains. I'm trying to keep my balance, and how do people move over something as uneven as the city plane? Gently, heel toe, I count in my mind every meter of the path I walk. I even close my eyes for more concentration. Hey, watch out! Ah. I unconsciously take a sharp step to the side. At the same moment, a huge bear rushes past me with a wild screech. And he says, Allahu Akbar. Hey, I'm walking here. I cast a reapproachful glance at the swiftly departing giants. This is reminding me more of someone recovering from some type of brain damage. Probably. I just hope that maybe this is like inside the mind of like somebody who's like mentally... I find it like hard to believe. I feel like maybe this is what happens if like the... You know where your like motor and like cognitive skills are? And where like logic and creative, on like the creative side, is like on different hemispheres? Where you have like the right and like the left hemisphere. One side is like creative and the other side's logical. I feel like for this, like your whole maybe like your right side of your brain for this person, it's completely destroyed. And maybe a bit of the left part is like kinda damaged as well. So that's why we have like this type of imagery. but at the same time, they're still able to like recreate things, like in their mind, like having a bear come towards you. So that's kind of interesting. That's like the thought that I have so far. You start to feel really bad for her after the shopkeeper part. Made the world feel real, but it's pretty tragic. It's not gonna be like this person like passed away and then we're seeing like a glimpse into their past, is it? I meant me, by the way. Wait, you had that? Its red eyes in turn look at me with mockery. What do you mean by me, though? Did you see that? How brazen. I read like I was psychoanalyzing just a slight mistype. Oh! Okay, I see. Alright, I get it now. It was a truck. Oh, so she does have like, whoever we're playing as, so she does have like some sort of thing wrong with her. Oh, really? Although, if you think about it, there are bears with eyes on the back of their heads. Maybe if they wear glasses, sure. You could have died. Come on, are you saying someone would seriously want to kill an innocent girl carrying a bag of milk? Well, I don't know. I mean, a lot of people will want to take advantage of a mentally impaired girl. It's not like out of the loop. I mean, she was like stuck trying to buy a bag of milk. It's not like anything that like out of the ordinary. The world is cruel and a dangerous place. I'm not in the world you're talking about. Oh, what's that? Is that a dead body? My journey continues. If you think about it, the road from the store has one internet interesting property and it adjusts to me in the most bizarre ways. So the convenience store? Or the gas station store? When I'm in a hurry, all the traffic lights turn off helpfully. When I feel like crying, a cloud appears over me and pours rain, streams that hide my tears. Oh, we're getting into the philosophical side. Right now, I can feel a cloud slowly gathering over the top of my head. What a modern-day Edgar Allan Poe. Are you really sure this is happening? What else could it be? Has it ever occurred to you that it's all just in your head? I think for me, it's more about logic. That's not what the manual said at all. Apparently, these pills don't work for me either. The pills have nothing to do with it. Please, I just want to go home and go back to bed. Don't we all want to do that? I really, really am very grateful to you, but please, no more. You have to accept the truth. No! You have to accept the truth. No! You have to accept the truth. I feel like, when it comes to, like, these certain cases, there's obviously, like, some people that might have, like, they might see, like, visions inside their mind of, like, things that don't actually exist. There are, like, people out on the street. I saw, like, one person once while I was waiting at, like, a bus stop, and they were talking to thin air. Maybe in this case, like, maybe she doesn't, like, we don't exist, and we're just, like, part of her conscience. Holy crap, what the fuck? Oh, she's gotten crazy. Is this what people call yandere? Looks like Froggies doesn't help me at all. Oh, did I mess up? Were we supposed to like riz her up? I guess I'll try something else next time. Wait, did I die? Wait, what? What was that? See, so she had a psychotic breakdown and then we died? So she killed us? But I thought we were family. I thought we were family. Let me do something. Let me type Virgo Farah. I don't want to die. So if you die, you die. I hope you can do it better than Froggies. Yeah, let's see. I walked down the road to the store and rehearsed my speech. So why are we helping her in the first place? It's been so long since I've been out of the house that I completely forgot what the words to say in entering a store. I'm going to the store. I think for this one we'll go, who are you talking to? I'm imagining as if I were a character in a game. What if it helps me gather my thoughts? What if we just stay silent? Are we going to play the silent game? Okay. I take a deep breath of air. Hello, can I? Crap, I forgot. 19th attempt and I'm failing again. I bite my lip in frustration. So once again, hello, can I get? Wow, that's a whole word more. Thank you, I'm trying my best. You think that's it? Let's... I think when it comes to people that get like maybe angry very easily, maybe this is like a trigger word. You know, some people don't like say like they don't want you to like care in that way. So maybe this might like put them off. But at the same time, this is a bit rude. I must say don't worry. Okay. What? My right foot is frozen in the air. Well, this is kind of like repeating, so let me see. You've been taught the right way, haven't you? Come on. I don't think saying this is gonna help her. I don't remember. I'm ready to burst into tears. Here we go again. So, what do you mean by step one? What then? But it's already the already the 52nd. Let me just like advance the dialogue. So last time we said that we should just say "oh" and then he disappears. I don't know what this is though. What's this hole supposed to symbolize? Alright, here we are at the aisle with the bag of milk again. So, I guess, I don't know if saying this is gonna get me killed right away. I think the best thing is just to be patient. Let me pay for the milk. I think where I messed up was where we shouldn't like anger her. Okay, I think since we said you're just a weirdo, I think that's what ticked her off. Well, look, the ratio of water to milk in the volume of air occupied by me is about 30 to 1. And yeah, ice cream is not the best unless you want to drink more than eat. Anyway, the road from the store to the gas station is a stick, and the road from the gas station to home is ice cream. What? What does that even mean? During today's walk, my body has been to every part of this path. Simple math. I see. I feel movement under my feet, asphalt grains, petrol stains. Oh, this is where she sees the bear. I'm trying to keep my balance on how do people move over something as uneven as the city plane. Gently heel toe, I count in my mind every meter of the path I walk. I even close my eyes for more concentration. Hey, watch out! Ah. I unconsciously take a sharp step to the side. At the same moment, a huge bear rushes past me with a wild screech. Hey, I'm walking here. I cast a approachful glance at the swiftly departing giant. Its red eyes in turn look at me with mockery. Did you see that? How brazen. It was a truck. Although if you think about it, are the bears with eyes on the back of their heads? Could have died. Are you saying someone would seriously want to kill an innocent girl carrying a bag of milk? I'm not gonna say you're sick, I'm gonna say the world is scared. I don't want to antagonize her. I'm not talking about the world you're talking about. So, I don't know what happened like last time. I don't know why she freaked out. My journey continues. If you think about it, the road from the store has one interesting property adjust to me in the most bizarre ways. When I'm in a hurry, all the traffic lights turn off helpfully whenever I'm crying and a cloud appears over me and pours rain streams that hide my tears. Right now I can feel a cloud slowly gathering over the top of my head. I'm sad. What else could it be? What if I just stayed silent? I think this is kind of what got us killed. You know what? What? Since I'm a character in a visual, I want to talk to whoever is reading this right now. If you say so. I forcefully squeeze my head with my hands and place a thought block. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice a small bench, the perfect place for cliched visual novel monologues. I move closer and place a noticeably weighted bag of milk next to it and raise my head to the sky. That's me, let me in? Don't worry, I'll put you into the mainframe of the Matrix. Listen, I'm a little embarrassed, haha. I realize that I'm going crazy. The medications are becoming less and less effective, so ultimately things will happen painlessly, I hope. Do you know what I'm talking about? What do you want to type? Yeah, since this is you, Virgo, what do you want to type? It allows me the option to do that. I guess we can, like, ask them anything. Also, I don't know what we're staring at. Is this their, like, psyche? Okay, shh. You're perfecty. Huh? I just type shh. I feel like you're gonna get me killed. I'll be honest with you, and I expect the same from you, please. Maybe just go with yes? Alright. How about fuck you? You know what I'm talking about? Alzheimer's? Maybe. Is this what you see in, like, a brain scan? I imagine, like, it's, like, definitely colored differently, but... It is kinda cool looking. Yes. Please capitalize it. You're running the narrative. Alright, fine. Yes. There's no need to scream. Alright, fine. Yes. Really? I must be nothing like the model protagonist at all, huh? To be honest, I haven't read many visual novels. Sometimes I regret it because now it costs me a lot of effort just to distinguish between letters and words. By the way, if you don't mind, I'd rather not name my diagnoses. Oh, maybe they do have Alzheimer's. Let at least you be the one who sees me for who I am. A frog at heart. Even though I made you up, don't take that away from me, okay? Don't ask me for too much. How stupid does this all seem? Kinda halfway between 5 and 7. From the very beginning, you've been following me, reading my delusional thoughts, hearing my silly conversations. I must seem crazy and weird to you. Haha. What is it that you like to see the world through my eyes? Ever since, something happened, all I see is red. Red. Blood everywhere. No, don't worry about me. I got used to it long ago. Admittedly, I've even forgotten what other colors look like. Come on, haha. Those monsters from the store, they didn't seem to scare me at all. After all, I know they won't hurt me. Sometimes I think they themselves are afraid of me. Can you imagine that? By the way, if you want to ask me what happened, please don't. Promise? I guess we have to say yes or no. Alright, how about I just say yes? Really? Of course you couldn't help but ask. In the end, I'm just talking to myself. Sooner or later, I would have brought it up. So you're really that interested in what happened to me? Oh, now we get like the lore of everything. I won't waste time. What do you see? I don't know, what do you guys see? For me, I see like the hand of God and like the David thing. I think that's like the painting, isn't it? Like the dude touching the god's hand. Or like whoever it is. We could just go with like the generic pixels. What do you see? I see pixels. Hey David Hamburgerson. Hello, what's cooking? We're just playing this game that Virgo recommended. It's called Milk Inside a Bag of Milk Inside a Bag of Milk. Can you imagine we just say bag of milk? Oh wait, we can't even type that. I can't even type the name of the game. Yeah, but how are you doing, David? We're trying to decipher what this is. Or what do you guys think it looks like? It's supposed to be a visual novel. And it's like, it's supposed to tell a story of like a girl that's going through like some sort of mental disorder. This must be like an everyday thing for like a psychiatrist to look at. And for them to marvel. Like, for me, I find it funny, like, if you ask, like, a psychologist to try and play this game, or, like, even a therapist, they'd probably think this is, oh, I experience this all the time. I see this within my daily customers. Or not customers, my daily patients. God hand, like you said. I see a cat to the face northeast part of the screen. I can't conjure up anything else. It looks like blood. Alright. Let's go with what David said. It says it's interesting. Oh wait, I can't even type that. That's too much. Well, since it's Virgo Farah's one, we'll go with cat face, but I can understand the god hand and I can see the blood. Do you think they'll accept that as like an actual answer? Anyway, this is my dad. What? What? How do you get your dad out of that? I don't know, guys. This just screams dad. I can see it right now. In his Ford pickup truck, and his hand extending to offer like a friendly handshake. Some of his parts, at least. What kind of parts? what the fuck? What kind of parts are we talking about here? I hope that's a hand and not what the male anatomy is. The game don't even accept more than 7 characters, it seems. Yeah, it's really reminiscent of like those old DOS games. It's cool in that regard. Like, I like the aesthetic, like, genuinely speaking. We do have very difficult family. Okay. Is this like some trauma to do with her childhood? But despite all the problems, I never would have thought. Sorry, I shouldn't have raised my voice. He didn't. He didn't even raise his voice. He jumped out the window and died. Oh, oh, I see. So this is a crime scene. I thought she was talking about his penis. Okay, I get it now. So this is like a representation of her dad that splattered splattered on like the side of the road. I see it now. But I wonder why he died though. Like, what was the reason for that? So Rainbow did get it right. So technically, it is like a crime scene. There is blood. There's a lot of blood. This is my last memory. Then a long gap. So what's this supposed to be then? Strange, very strange. Today is the first time I've ever been able to buy something in a store without a major incident. Of course, the medicine helped me, however. I think it's more your merit. I kept thinking we mustn't screw up in front of the reader, or, oh my god, what will he think? Haha. I don't know why I decided to become a visual novel character for the sake of going to the store today, but it clearly paid off. Oh, did we win? By the way, it seems to me that there are some boundaries in our communication. That's how I like it, haha. And yet, I've been so sad lately. Well, I'm pretty sure everybody's sad. To some degree. I've been thinking more and more about what my life has become. Ever since my dad, well, you know. Day after day, it's been the same thing. I've tried so many medications that I hardly feel any difference between them anymore. As long as they help me keep on my feet, I'm happy. Aha. But you know what? Today is a special day, because I have you. Aw, that's so sweet. That's... we inherited a new family member. A crazy woman. There's so much I wanted... What? That was very rude of you. Oh no! I'm not gonna press you, I'm just advising you to go home. What the fuck? What happened? I understand. Is there schizophrenia acting up? Well, dear reader, shall we go? Oh my god, we aren't back at like the gas station, are we? When I get to my floor, I hang over the railing. Repeating this action every day like a ritual, I stopped being afraid of heights altogether. It is kind of like me. I used to be afraid of heights too, until I climbed up somewhere really high and I was like, you know what, this isn't that bad. I know I'm like 20 feet up in the air, without any railings, and I'm only hanging on by like a pole as a tightrope. But it's fine. A few minutes ago, the effects of the medicine finally wore off, so I just enjoyed the blissful silence. When I'm under the influence of drugs, terrible and unpleasant melodies sounds in my head, mixing with the sounds of the world around me. They create a terrible dissonance in my head. I turn around and go to my apartment. I think it's because no matter what the... Oh my god, it's some creepy doll. Oh, is that... Oh my god, it's her mom. That's... Hey, we brought the milk home, though. I think it's because no matter what the player does, the character to whom we are talking will always interpret a signs of discomfort. No matter what the player does. Well, it is interesting that they get to like interact with us and we get to type stuff in. I do have to wonder though, is there like a right answer or like a wrong answer? Because it seems like they'll take anything. Wait, did we die again? Hi, Mom. Gee, you know what kind of reminds me of? The mask kind of reminds me of like one of those Japanese, you know how, like, what is it called? It's like one of those, but it's like you have a doll within a doll, and then a doll within another doll. What are those called? Oh, I think they're called Russian nesting dolls. It's kind of like that. It kind of reminds me of like the mask. Matryoshka? Yeah, kind of like that. The mask kind of just reminds me of it. Don't worry, we brought home the milk and the bread. Do I get extra credit? Yes, Mom. Did your new medicine help? She's so caring. I don't know why she wants to kill us. maybe it's not like her mom that's like gonna kill her. Maybe it's just like her psychotic episodes. Yes, Mom. Go to bed. Yes, Mom. Is this how people address their parents? They just say yes, Mom? Or like, yes. I like back when I was a kid, I didn't really like address my parents in this way. I just said, "Okay, whatever, I'll do it." Or I'll just like do it. I don't really like I used to so one thing that my parents used to do is like they say like never talk back to them. And I was like, "What the fuck does that mean? What is talk back?" Because the notion of it, like way back when, was that children should be seen but never heard. I don't quite follow the logic. I think every person has like a voice of some kind, so it doesn't necessarily matter that just because they can be seen, it doesn't mean that they shouldn't be heard. So I always talk back to my parents. I always say, "Why should I do this?" Even if it's like something that's like a chore that I think is like really dumb or like illogical, I'd be like, why? I don't know if it's like the same way with you guys, but I always talk back. Because if something didn't make sense to me, that's just something that I think personally happens. Wait, did we win? We got the milk. We actually... Damn. I helped. Yeah, you did. You did help with the yes and the no. That's cool. You actually won the game, Virgo. It's sad because I died the first time, so that sucks for me. Oh yeah, David, you weren't here, but the first time we ran through this, I died. Which was like the most surprising thing. I thought this was just gonna be like a casual novel. But surprisingly, if you make the wrong choices, you do die, and the girl does kill you. Or I don't know. I don't know if she kills you. I don't know what happens, really. I wonder what other types of endings there were. Hold on, let me go to the desktop. That's all of them? Really? Wait, what? Wait. Wait, what? Hold on. That's all the endings? I saw some people stream this for like 2 hours. How did it take them that long just to get all the endings? How so? I can't fathom the cause of death? Wait, so this girl has a psychotic breakdown that we're helping her, and she doesn't get better. Not real medication. There's a sequel. Oh yeah, I know there is a sequel. It's called A Bag of Milk Outside a Bag of Milk. Isn't that like a... It is like the weirdest title of series that I've seen. Did you spend money on this game? Yeah, I spent like $1.50. It's not expensive. There's like another game called Milk Outside a Bag of Milk Outside a Bag of Milk. So this is the sequel that you're talking about. This one though has like improved graphics. So you can actually make out what you see. I'm kind of surprised that they stepped it up. I thought they'd keep like the style probably. So it's definitely a lot more of this and less like a DOS game, more visually appealing, I mean. But the first game, it only cost like $1.50, so it's not like really expensive. I think for like an experience of like watching somebody go through like a mental breakdown and like understanding mental disorders, it might appeal to some people. But I think the journey was like understanding all of it is helpful, because it means that even when we see people break down like this, we should be more patient instead of like yelling at them, because we did have options for that. And I feel like if we did go with that option, or those options, we probably would have just died. Okay. But yeah, there's like a sequel to this. What did you guys think of like the game? I know David wasn't here for like the whole thing. But or he was only here for like half of it, but what did you guys think of it? Like, I enjoyed like the hour I spent with it. It's certainly interesting. I've never actually played like a novel type game, and the only, well, actually I lied about that. The only novel type game that I've played was this one. Probably you guys have played it before, but I played, well, I wouldn't say I played this, but I watched this. This is probably the most popular visual novel game there is. And it's not because I'm like into anime or all that, but back when I think I forgot how old I was, but I watched like Markiplier play this one game, and I was like, oh my god, there's like a hanging body on the room or whatever. So I watched like a playthrough of it, and then like all these girls, you think like you don't think about like the actual narrative of it. You think it's just like a dating game, but as it turns out, it's not a dating game. I think the twist of it really helped, like, not necessarily sell it, but gather attention. But yeah, I'm glad we were able to beat the game. Gives more questions than answers. That reminds me, one weird thing, and this is like a little bit off topic. So I searched up like Silent Hill 4 for some reason. It doesn't appear on like Steam, and it doesn't appear on Epic Game. It doesn't appear on anywhere except GOG. And at first I thought like Silent Hill 4 was like abandonware, but like it technically isn't. It's like in this weird place where it's like like the game is technically abandoned, but it's also sold on one platform. So you can only ever get the game there unless you go to Internet Archive to download it way back from 2004, or like whenever it wasn't available on GOG, because GOG is selling it for like for like $8, where you could just download the original for free. But setting it up is such a pain in the butt. Have you seen Needy Streamer Overload? What is that? Yeah, if you guys want to like recommend me games right now, this is your opportunity. Oh, wait, I sort of recommend. I sort of know about this. This is like the VTubing audience experience. I don't know like I don't know like the whole gist of the game, but I have heard about it. A lot of people seem to like really they really like these games. You should do a Pokemon Nuzlocke stream series and let the viewers name the Pokemon. Well, I'm not gonna lie, that seems like a really long series, but it's not something that it's not something that is like out of the what, how do you call this? It's not something I'm gonna like reject or anything, but I'll take it into consideration. The thing about like Pokemon Nuzlocke is like, for me, I feel like they're all kind of the same. So I would need something that's like, that I feel like for me would have to be really interesting to do. But yeah, this is we did beat the game. I'm surprised it took us like less than like 2 hours to do that. Like, I know it's a surprisingly short game, but it's probably one of the fastest games that we were able to complete within like at least an hour. And I know we played like the one game before called Platform 8. Was it Platform 8? That one I tried to speedrun and we were barely able to meet like the 2 hour mark, and I was able to refund it. But after I got it refund, I just rebought it. So I'm not gonna refund this. This was only like $1.50, but it's interesting that if you ever really wanted to speedrun something like a game, you could set it up as like a challenge of some kind, as long as you know you're capable of doing it, or completing 100% of it. But yeah, that was the game, and I thought it was definitely something. I'd rate it maybe like a 9 out of 10 in terms of like visual games, because I haven't really played a whole lot of them, but I enjoyed my time playing it. Okay, let me get over here. I'm in the corner now. Froggy, do you like bullet hell games? Bullet hell? Nico Para? You know, surprisingly, I have the first Nico Para. How I know is because it's the only Japanese game in my library, and I do have it. And I played it for like 30 minutes. I forgot where I got it, but I like it's a really, it's like a dating game kind of. Now I'm not lying when I say I did play it and I do have it in my library, but it's literally the only one and I don't know where I got it. I played it like a long while ago. You're talking about this, right? I played this for like 30 minutes. No self-report. Hey, there's no shame in my game, alright? Whatever I have in my library, whatever I do, you guys already know. Like, just when I say I don't watch porn, I really do mean I don't watch porn. So I'm always completely honest with you guys. There's nothing left on red, there's nothing left saying that I don't do this. I know there's like some people that say that they're, oh, I don't do this. And then you click like their Windows folder or like search their browser history and then they do it. But when I say I don't do one thing, I don't lie. You guys can see whatever I have in my library. I don't hide anything. Froggy, do you like bullet hell? There's like one bullet game called Bullets Per Minute that I think is interesting. And he kind of reminded me of that. It's not necessarily it's not necessarily bullet hell, but I played a little bit of this. It's just like firing a gun or whatever gun you have to a rhythm of a song. And if you miss a beat, then you either take damage or you do less damage. I think it's generally really interesting. Like in terms of like I don't know if you could consider this like a bullet hell game, but you have to like match the beats of a song. I also have like a couple of what is it, a bullet hell games here. But if there is one and you'd like to recommend it, you're free to like say it if you want to. You have a game called Love Choice? Yeah, I know. I have a game. I played it on stream. I thought this game was fascinating. It's learning about 3 different people's paths in life and how many people can go through love and in like many different ways. Like one of the ways that we saw was like if you love somebody, you have to let them go in order for them to succeed in whatever path they have in life. Like for one person became like a really famous pianist, while the other became like a wealthy businessman. Whereas if they didn't go off on their separate ways and they stuck together, they just ended up being sad and wished for more. So I like this game in the way they tell their stories. This one was good. I liked it. There was like other stories as well. Like I think one involved like cheating. And the other one was figuring out what the person liked by talking to them. So it was technically like a dating experience. And if you got it wrong, then you basically get a different ending. And if you got it right, then you got married essentially. I've suggested a game called AO Oni. AO Oni. Do I have that? No, I don't. I know what you're talking about. That's the one with the creepy face, right? It's not showing up on here. Oh yeah, do you guys ever, like, if you guys go on Steam, do you guys ever get recommended like some like nudity type games? Like I always get recommended like all of these games that, hold on, let me move to the side. Whenever I go on Steam, and I don't know why, but I always like maybe like one or okay, there's one. So there's one called Lyderia Lust Adventure. So, like for me, whenever I go on Steam, I see like maybe at least at the very least, 3 out of the 10 games on here, they're like porn games. Obviously, I'm not gonna show you guys like the thumbnail because I'm too afraid to get this VOD taken down. I don't want it to have it taken down. But you know what the hell? I don't care. I don't care. I think it's safe. It's fine. Yeah, I think it's fine. I'm blocking it anyways. What happens if I click it? I think everybody's here mature. I think everybody here is mature. I think they're fine. Okay. Okay. Rip. It's fine. Nobody's gonna flag like small titties. You can't see them anyways. Okay. Okay. That was a bad idea, but you guys get the point. Oh, there's another one. This one's a gacha game. Oh, there's like one game I do want to check out. It's called, See, I bet you guys can't see another streamer do that type of stuff, huh? Every other streamer's gonna be like, oh, I can't do this on Twitch, I can't do this on YouTube. But I'm just like, fuck it, I'm gonna do whatever. If I think something is interesting and I'm curious, I'm gonna click on it. That's just human nature. Yeah, I've been wanting to play this game. It's called TCG Card Simulator. I know it looks a tad boring, but I really like collecting cards. It's just one of my childhood pastimes. I still collect like a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, even to this day. Personally, I think love stories shouldn't end with marriage, though. Really? You want it to end in, like, failure? But I'll take, like, Oni into consideration. Yeah, but maybe in, like, maybe next week or so. We might visit that. I know we have like another series that I'm trying not to like get invested into series because I know I'll just get into it and then it's gonna take a bunch of time and sometimes I might get confused. Because the thing is, I played not the Elder Scrolls. I played Dark Souls. I played Dark Souls 3 for like 4 streams and I couldn't figure out where to go next, and I really couldn't. And for me, I feel like that'd be such a drag on stream, just to try and figure out where you need to go and have like puzzles that you need to solve and you need to get this item or get that item. So I was like, damn, this is not good. I'm not saying it's a bad game, but for me, I struggle a lot with like exploration. This is basically Supermarket Simulator but card game store. Hey, the cards are good. I like the cards. You get to collect shiny pieces of cardboard, alright, that are worth like hundreds of dollars probably. I have a couple here. I recently went to like a card shop, like a locally owned card shop, and they had like these super rare and ultra rare Yu-Gi-Oh cards that you could buy like 10 of for like $1. I was like, damn. And some of them look pretty cool, like really affordable too. I'm surprised nobody really buys them. Don't look up Shelter 69. It's Fallout but with nude girls. Okay. Like, it's fine. You guys can't really see much down here. So... You know what this kind of reminds me of? It's like Fallout Shelter. So I have played Fallout Shelter before. I'm risking it for the biscuit, but This is how YouTubers have to roll. If you don't take big risks, you're never gonna get anywhere. Hey Chris, we were playing a game called Milk with a bag of milk filled with a inside a bag of milk inside a bag of milk. That title is still getting stuck in my mind. It's such a weird amalgamation of words. But I hope you're doing well. Happy Wednesday. But now, after we finish the game, we're just taking a look at some of the games you guys are interested in, or you guys have game recommendations. I'm going to bed. See ya. Have a good night, Legalized Nuclear Bombs. Thank you for coming to the stream. I played Fallout Shelter. The thing that surprises me most about Fallout Shelter, and I don't know if you guys have played this before, is like, so the game still is owned by Bethesda, and they still have microtransactions that you have to pay for, but I found that if you just have like a save file from somebody who like hacked into the game or modded it, you could get like infinite amounts of resources and then replace the save file with their save file, and you could just play the game that way and have everything already done, so there's no need to like grind it out. So they still make money off this game for people who don't know about it. See, you can pay like $20 for all this stuff, or you could do it the best way possible by just downloading a save file. I don't know if you guys know that, but you can. Like, if it's a game that allows you to have a save file of any kind, you could just rewrite it with your own, or like some other person's. You could say it ruins it, but come on, if you're paying money for this. How was the gameplay? The gameplay was good. I thought it was fun. It kind of reminded me a lot of like a DOS game, but also it acted as a visual novel simulator. We learned a lot about mental disorders and a lot of what people can go through, and basically a lot of what people can see when they have that type of mental disorder. Don't look up Made Dreams of Electric Sheep. Whenever you guys say don't, I'm just gonna look it up. It's not helping that it's like you guys saying don't. That's saying do. Don't use Google search, sure. Hold on. What was it called? One thing that also is on YouTube is like there's safe search, so I'm gonna blur it. I'm careful, but I'm not gonna be like showing you guys all of it. You guys are gonna have to see most of this stuff on your own, okay? One thing that's really nice about Google is just like this safe search feature, so you don't see like all the nasty parts. This is on itch.io. So it's like a dating sim. I think the love story should end with divorce, depression, and rebellious children hate their friend to the point of moving out. Speaking of mental health Disney style, have you looked at Twisted Wonderland yet? Interesting. Yeah, it really is an interesting game. For like $1.50, I think it's definitely an experience. Twisted. Oh, wait, this is the... Is is this the phone gacha game? Based off of like Disney characters, or is it different? Yep, I saw this like a little bit of a while ago, and I was surprised that Disney actually did this. So can I play this like only on my phone? Because we played like Love and Deep Space back then and it almost made my phone explode. Oh my god, look at all this. Wait, this is the... Wait, all these are dudes. Oh my god, is this a game for women? For females? No, that can't be. There's like 10 different dudes. Unless some of them are like female here. Well, then again, we did play Love in Deep Space. They get fancy television ads too. You can see them on YouTube. You know, I kind of wanted to release a video on like Love in Deep Space because I wanted to make it so that the title was like, why do people play this? But then I thought it over. It was like, I'm gonna play it for like a month and then see why people like it, especially why girls like it, because it was like the second most purchased gacha like on the list that we saw. So it surprised me the most. Oh wait, hold on. I'll think about it. We might play this maybe next week. I've been thinking about like streaming a little bit more, but I'm kind of hesitant on it because at the same time I feel like the time I do have like on the off days, I usually use it to like edit stuff, because when I have to work from 9 to 5, this is like usually the only time I get to edit. And even during those days where it's like Tuesday and Monday, like I specifically just use that towards like editing and recording stuff. But maybe next week we might do this, along with some of the other games that you guys recommend. But I'll think about it. So far we have an interesting set of games. Not Fallout Shelter. I played a ton of that on my own. All right. I think this is a good place to stop here for the stream. I mean, I don't want to go crazy on the games. Oh wait, there's one more. There's one more. I was thinking of playing like the Dead Rising remake. Like, I genuinely love this game. I really like it a lot. Like, for me, I genuinely just love the game. Not the microtransactions, but I like the original. It was just so good. The physics were on point. The story was okay. Like, I just like the whole way the zombie game was designed. It's so good. But then I thought $50. I don't know about that. I don't know about paying $50 for a new game. That seems pretty hefty. So maybe I might do that at like a later date. Not even 2 hours today. Yeah, I know it's a bit sad, but you know, some days are gonna be a little less than others. I do wish I could stream a lot more, but we don't really have that much else left because we played the game. We could like endlessly pick apart like different games out there on like the Steam page. We could have like one night or one stream night where we just like go through the Steam catalog. There's like one thing I've been thinking of, and I know one person does this, but I thought about doing like a bad games night where we just like look through the Steam page, and then we pick out a game that might be like horrible, or some game that's like bad or anything. Because some people have to be self-aware, right? The thing about putting a game on Steam is that the cost of it costs you like $100 just to put up a free game on Steam. So if you're like an indie game developer, or like you're just some person that wants to make it big, you're already taking a big risk. But yeah, unless you guys have any more game recommendations, you can do so in our Discord, or you can put it in the chat right now or sometime later. And otherwise, thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate all the support. Oh, that reminds me, there's a new video out. If you guys haven't really watched it yet and you're interested in, make sure to do so. Otherwise, thank you all once again for joining me. I really appreciate it. And yeah, hope you all have a good night. You take care, and I'll see you on Friday for Silent Hill 4. It's a game that was recommended me on Discord. Yeah, somebody really wanted me to play it. Super fun having a cameo. Yeah, you really clutched it in the end, man. Alright, bye-bye everybody. Have a good night.